Hello, all. Welcome back to Go with the Flow, Yoga with Anissa. Today we are going to balance and lift. The two props that you'll need for today is both of your yoga blocks, and you can meet me on your mat. Arriving on our mats, we are slowly going to make our way down to our knees. If your knees are uncomfortable here, you can always bring a folded up towel or a small yoga mat just to pad the knees. Bringing the knees hip width apart. Stacking the shoulders over the wrist here. Being sure to spread the fingertips so that we evenly distribute our weight here. Tucking the chin into the neck a little bit just to keep a nice long spine. Inhaling to extend the right arm and the left leg out long. We meet in bird dog. Inhaling to bring the knee and the elbow into center to crunch. Holding here. Exhaling to extend both the arm and the leg out long. Inhaling to meet in bird dog crunch. Exhaling back into bird dog one more time. Keeping the left leg up high, we are going to bring the right hand down to the ground as we slowly rotate our body to face the left side of the room. Meet in nearly half moon. You can lower the toes to the floor here if having the leg extended doesn't feel comfortable. Flexing the left toes as if we were pushing up against a wall here to gain a little bit more stability. Exhaling to drop our foot down to the ground, swinging the right leg behind us. Slowly we walk our hands over to meet the left shin. Left hand resting on the shin as we circle sweep the right hand up and over, meeting in gate. Exhaling, cartwheeling the hands back down, swinging that right foot back under us. We're gonna plant our right hand, raising that back foot up or leaving it on the mat to meet in Nearly Moon one more time. We're here for 2 deep breaths. Slowly dropping the left hand to the ground, squaring our hips. We meet back in bird dog, extending the right arm in front of us. Inhaling to crunch, meeting the elbow and the knee in the middle, holding here for 1 second. Exhaling to extend back into bird dog 2 more times, just like that. Last crunch. Lowering the knee and the hand to the ground. Meeting back in tabletop. Arriving in tabletop just to relax and catch our breath. All right, inhaling to curl our toes under, sending the hips back and up into downward facing dog. Taking a second here to just pedal it out. Taking big deep breaths to help you catch your breath here. Dropping the heels to the earth, letting the head be a little heavy here. We are going to inhale to bring the left leg up and drop it down in front of us, using our hand to bring it up into the center of the mat. Still having those right toes curled under behind us. We are slowly going to lift up into a high lunge. Remaining strong in our core, using our thigh muscles to really keep us stable here. You can bring the palms to touch, or you can have the hands a little bit apart, whichever is more comfortable to you. Inhaling to straighten the front knee. Exhaling to bend back down into that high lunge with a bent knee. Inhaling, high lunge with straight legs. Exhaling to lower us back down. We have one more round of that. Inhaling to bring us up with straight legs. Strong from the core here. Dropping the shoulders. Exhaling to meet back down in that high lunge. Circle sweeping the hands down to meet in a low lunge. Let's rock for a few seconds. Slowly bringing the right foot back up to the front just by stepping it up little by little. Grabbing one of our yoga blocks to place them between our feet. Bringing our hands on our hips. We are slowly going to rise our heels up off the floor. Just taking a second to balance on our tippy toes. And lowering back down. Inhaling to take us up. Exhaling to lower back down one more time. Lifting us up. And lowering all the way back down. Bringing our left foot on top of our block here. We are going to bring ourselves into a modified tree. So curling the toes, bringing the heels up off the ground. We want to take our foot and twist it outward, having our knee and our toes pointing towards the back of the mat. Circle sweeping the hands up and down to meet in heart center. Using the core to lift us up here. Shifting your weight over to the right foot to stand strong. We're here for 3 deep breaths. Exhaling to bring our hands back to our hips. Stepping the left foot off the block. We're gonna bring our right foot on top of the block now. Slowly rotating our foot and knee out to the front of our mat. Shifting our weight over to that left foot. Slowly we are going to circle sweep our hands up and above to meet in heart center. Slowly bringing our hands down. Breathing deep into the belly here. And it's okay if you feel a little bit wobbly. I am right there with you. One more deep breath here. Bringing our hands back to our hips, stepping the left foot, the right foot off. We are going to move our block out of the way for now. And slowly bring ourselves back down to tabletop. Maybe taking the hips in a circle if that was a little challenge for you. I know it was for me. Reversing that circle. All right. From tabletop, we are going to extend the right leg out long and extend our left arm in front of us, meeting in bird dog. Keeping the hips square here. Exhaling to bring the knee and the elbow to meet. Inhaling to bring ourselves back into bird dog. Exhaling to meet in bird dog crunch. Inhaling to extend the left arm and the right leg out long. 2 more crunches here. Last bird dog crunch. Meeting the elbow and knee in the middle, holding. Extending the arm and the leg out long. Dropping the left hand to the earth and the right foot. Slowly we are gonna rotate our bodies to face the right side of the room as we extend the right hands up to the sky. You can leave your leg on the floor here, or you can slowly begin to bring it up, flexing the foot as if you're pushing up against a wall. Holding here for 2 more breaths. Exhaling to drop the right leg to the ground. Swinging the left hip, swinging the left leg behind us. Slowly walking the hands all the way around, pointing our right foot towards the back of the mat. Bringing our right arm to the shin, left arm overhead. We meet in gate pose. We're going to be in gates for 1 more deep breath. Slowly bringing the hand back down to the earth, walking our hands all the way back around, swinging the left foot back under us. Meeting back in kneeling half moon, extending the arm all the way up to the sky, the right arm. Leaving our foot on the ground here or taking it hip width up, hip distance up. Taking big deep breaths here. Our last kneeling moon for this sequence. One more deep breath. Exhaling to bring the right hand down to the earth, squaring our hips, keeping that right leg up, extending the left arm out. Inhaling to meet in a bird dog crunch. We're going to be here for 2 more rounds. Inhaling into your crunch. Exhaling to stretch everything out long. Our last one. Slowly bringing everything down to the mat, meeting ourselves back in tabletop. Meeting ourselves back in tabletop. Taking a minute to bump the hips from left to right. Taking your hips in a circle. Excuse me. Bringing ourselves back to neutral spine, curling the toes under, sending the hips back, down, and up. Meeting in downward facing dog. Take a second here to just pedal it all out. Dropping our heels down to the earth. Inhaling to bring the right leg in and up. Dropping our foot down wherever it lands. Using the hand to guide it up to the middle of the mat here. Left toes are curled under. Our front knee is bent over our ankle. Bringing our hands up to meet in high lunge. Let's bring the palms to touch. Or you can leave your hands wide. Inhaling to straighten our front leg. Meeting in high lunge with straight legs. Exhaling back down to high lunge. Inhaling to bring us up. Exhaling to bring us down. One more round. Up into high lunge with straight legs. Dropping the knee back down into high lunge. Circle sweeping the hands down to meet in low lunge. Taking a second to just rock back and forth here. Slowly stepping our left foot all the way back up to meet the right foot. Grabbing one of our blocks. Rolling up into mountain, we're going to prepare ourselves to do a modified tree on the right leg now. Bringing our hands to center. Slowly, we want to bring our Right leg on top of the block here. Twisting in, twisting the foot and the knee outward. Shifting the weight onto the left foot again. We meet in tree, modified. Taking big deep breaths here, exhaling through the mouth. Engaging the core to keep our back straight. Lowering the right foot down, bringing the left foot on top. Shifting our weight into the right leg this time. Slowly taking the toes and the knee point outward. Inhaling through the nose. In HA out of the mouth. Tucking the chin slightly into the neck here. Making sure we have a nice, strong, elongated back. Two more breaths here. Bringing our hands to our hips, stepping the left foot off, bringing the right foot up one more time. Slowly bringing our hands up into heart center. Hands are in prayer. Shifting our weight over to the left foot. Big inhale. Long exhale through the mouth. Bringing the hands to the hips, stepping the right foot down, bringing the left foot up. Guiding your knee towards the back of the mat here, if you're not already there. Slowly bringing our hands up into heart center. Strong in the right foot, digging into all four corners of the foot to balance our weight here. Nice deep breath here. Exhaling, bringing the hands to the hips, stepping that foot down. Turning back towards the front of our mat. On an inhale, we are going to slowly bring the heels up off the floor, rising up on our tippy toes. Exhaling to bring ourselves back down. I'm going to do this 3 more times. So if you like, you can have your hands on your hips or just out to the side. I like to put my hands on my hips for a little bit more stability. Inhaling to bring ourselves up off the ground, heels up, using our tippy toes to do the work here. Using the balls of the big foot and the pinky toe to really balance here. Exhaling to bring it all down. Now syncing with your breath, you can find your own wave of this little variation. Last round. Lowering our hands to our side to arrive in mountain. Taking a second here to catch our breath. Now bending the knees, taking ourselves down to the mat, bringing the fingertips to land in front of us. Planting our hands slowly, we are going to step back into plank. Lowering down to chaturanga. Easing down to the tops of our feet. Bringing ourselves into upward dog. Exhaling to send the hips down, back and up into downward facing dog. One more time, we're gonna take ourselves through that vinyasa flow. So gently lowering down into plank from downward facing dog. We inhale and lower down to chaturanga. Lowering all the way down on our bellies to land on the tops of our feet. We bring the heart up into upward dog. Relaxing the booty cheeks. Looking from left to right here. Exhaling, curling the toes under to send our hips back down and up. Pedaling it out here through downward facing dog. Stretching the calf muscles out. Maybe being on the tippy toes was a little bit too much, so this should feel pretty good. Exhaling to lower down, back into plank. And we hold here for 3 deep breaths. And on your last exhale, slowly lower the knees. Meeting back in tabletop. We are going to bring our knees as wide as the mat here. Bringing the big toes to kiss. We sink down as we walk our hands out into child's pose. Massaging the forehead a little bit. Just taking your forehead in little circles. Inhaling to bring ourselves up. Walking the hands in. crossing the ankles, bringing ourselves into an easy seat. All right, arriving in easy seat. We're gonna let the hands rest on our knees here, giving the wrist a break, softening our gaze or closing the eyes. Let's take a big inhale and a long exhale through the mouth. One more just like that. Now bringing both hands in front of us, we are just gonna shake the wrist out. It's gonna feel silly at first, but then it'll start to feel really good. And if you want to, you can even take one hand to your wrist and kind of guide it on just loosening up. Rotating hands, doing the opposite hand. It's kind of hard with this watch on. Should have took it off. Now balling our fist up in front of us really tight. We're gonna inhale and then exhale, throwing all the negativity out from us. One more time, inhaling to make a nice tight fist. Hands parallel in front of us. Exhaling to throw it out, relaxing the fingers, spreading the fingertips. Being really alive through the hands. Now we're gonna lower the hands. Now we're gonna lower the forearms down to our wrists and just let our hands rain down for a second. Now, turning our palms upward, we're gonna use the opposite hand to just massage it a little bit. Engaging our core to keep a nice strong back while we're here in easy seat still. Now switching hands. Maybe going back over the other hand if you feel like you missed some spots. Now extending our left hand in front of us long, we are going to take our right hand like this and slowly bring that through our thumb crease. Stretching the hand out here. Releasing the left hand to bring the left hand, bless you, releasing the left hand, and now we're gonna go to our right hand with our hand like this. Bless you. You are going to take your hand through your thumb crease and just stretch the hand out. I hope this makes sense. I feel like it doesn't. Exhaling to bring our hands to the earth as we scoot back a little bit, sending the legs long in front of us. Bending our knees in front of us. We are slowly going to bring our hands up and over to meet the feet or just to meet the mat. Keeping our knees bent here. Our feet flexed here. We meet in a seated forward fold. Exhaling to straighten the legs out if that's available to you. Now bringing our pointer finger and our thumbs around the big toe here. Just to really help extend the stretch. We're here for 2 more breaths. Exhaling to slowly bring the hands all the way up the legs, dropping the shoulders down here. We meet in staff as our final pose for this sequence. You can bring your hands beside you to the earth, or you can leave them on the tops of your thighs, relaxing the shoulders down, engaging the core to enhance our straight back posture, slightly tucking the chin into the chest to elongate through the crown. Keeping the feet flexed. Slowly bringing our palms to touch, meeting the hands in heart center. We are going to take a gentle bow to whisper namaste. lowering the hands back down to the earth. That is where we finish our flow for today. Gently bringing yourself up to your feet, however is comfortable for you. Thanks for flowing with me, y'all. Until next time.